Hey guys, we gonna tune this week into WWE EVOLVE. Got some good matches, some good storylines coming in. But let's tune in more to the red carpet ring and let's talk about EVOLVE for this week.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey guys, we're here at the red carpet ring. We'll talk about WWE EVOLVE 2025 Week 8 recap. We're talking about this week's EVOLVE. Get the likes best we come into the ring. We're going to go over the matches that are advertised as follows. Then we'll go over each match and go over the rating of the show. Now we got here, the first match will be Jackson Drake go one-on-one against Super Sean Legacy. That'll be the first match on the card for EVOLVE this week. Then later on, we do have also a face-off. Face-off will be Harlem Lewis versus Keanu Carver. This will be the face-off leading up to their match. One of the most anticipated matches, I would say. But that's another match. Then we do have another match of Carlee Bright versus Kalyx. So that's a one-on-one match. First time ever. These two have never faced off against each other before. This seems like this will be a good matchup. Two different styles of wrestling. So we'll see how that goes. Then we also have another match coming up this week that's seemed good. But we got the results also as well. Now the results of the whole show is as follows. We got Stevie Turner coming out making an announcement, interrupted by Vanity Project. Then Sean Legacy versus Drake. Kylie Rae challenges Wendy Choo. Then we have Zara Zakher versus Aria Bennett. Then we also have the match I just mentioned. Then we have the main event, Thatcher versus Bryce Donovan. But let's go over it. Now, Stevie Turner, they call her the Prime Minister. She came out. She said she was going to have a big announcement for EVOLVE. It seemed like she was going to discuss either a tournament for the championships that I mentioned before in previous weeks, the men's and women's championships. But unfortunately, she never came across to making that announcement. Before she could really go off and say anything, she was interrupted by the group they now are called as the Vanity Project, which is Zayda Steel, Swipe Right. And they came out being annoying as they can be. So they came out, talked their stuff on the mic, talk a whole bunch of stuff, how they're great, stable. We had them all come out, they talking all good about each other. Zayda Steel, how she a great competitor, the tag team, everything. And yes, this is the new name. They are now known as the Vanity Project. The announcers was talking about how they came up with the name. Stone and Rosenberg was talking about how they both came up with the name. So they was talking about how it's a good name for them. And I agree, the name Vanity Project does fit them well. They all about vanity, all about look, glamour, style, all in the limelight, whatever you want, however you put it. But I think that's a great name for the stable. And they also got Bryce Donovan as the big man. But let's go on to the first match of the night. First match of the night, we got Jackson Drake versus Super Sean Legacy. Super Sean Legacy has been getting a lot of momentum. You got to remember, he did defeat Thatcher not too long ago, the last time Thatcher had a match. So that made him look good. Jackson Drake is a part of the Vanity Project. So this is a good match between both of these men. A good build-up, good, strong build-up. But I will say it was a solid match. A lot of offense from both Jackson and Sean. They both looked good. This match could have went either way. It was some good near falls in between. Good back and forth action between these guys. So, like I said, I thought Vanity Project was going to interfere, but they was in a VIP lounge. But other than that, this was a good bout. It was a good way to kick off EVOLVE. But at the end of the day, like I said, Super Sean Legacy, he still has that momentum. And he used that momentum to his advantage very, very well. And at the end of the day, when this match was concluded, it ended up being Super Sean Legacy defeating Jackson Drake in this match. So I thought these guys played it out very, very well. But very good match to start off the show. Now, after this match, we did get Kylie Rae, she came out and cut a promo. Now, she came out and cut a promo. She was talking about Wendy Choo. We know that Wendy Choo and Kylie had a match before, and Kylie Rae lost to Wendy Choo. But Kylie Rae came out to make a challenge. She says she's not afraid of Wendy Choo. She can face her anytime. And she brought the challenge for next week. So Kylie Rae is challenging Wendy Choo to a match next week on Evolve. We'll see if she answers. Meanwhile, we had the next match. We had Zara Zakher. I like her. She's a good talent. This is the one that trained in Japan. She has some wrestling experience under her belt. Very good style of wrestling. She seems very, very good footwork. But she went on one-on-one match. Her match was against Aria Bennett. Aria Bennett was accompanied to the ring by Layla Diggs. So it seems like these two got an alliance now. We know they tag team together. And you know they lost. That's the last time we saw Aria Bennett on the episode Evolve. So it's good that they came out, did their thing. But I will say this match was not bad at all. We know that Aria Bennett, they played off. They kept saying that she has the whole, for what Rosenberg was saying, Aria Bennett was a stunt double in Hollywood. It says she was at Jimmy Fallon episode. But good back and forth between both of these women. But at the end of the day, Zara Zakher, she defeated Aria with her finisher. It's pretty much like an RKO cutter. Very, very effective move that she used. And Zara Zakher defeated Aria Bennett in this match. And it was a very good win for her. Very good win. However, she won't be able to celebrate long. Now, she was interviewed by Chewy, but the light went out, and when the lights came back on, it was his teddy bear. And the teddy bear was just sitting in the ring. Zara Zakher and Chewy was like, what's going on here? Where's this coming from? What is this all about? Zara even asked Chewy, like, did you put that out here? He said no. And then Zara went to go over to read the note that was attached to the teddy bear. And it said, Kylie, I accept. This is Wendy Choo answering Kylie Rae's challenge as she presented before this matchup. So next week, we're going to get Kylie Rae versus Wendy Choo again. So that was good. We're going to get that match now. Now, let's move on to the next part of the show. We had a face-off between Harlem and Keanu. This was a very good face-off. Keanu said, I defeated this guy. They defeated the same guys. They both defeated Trill London, and they also defeated other men. Both of these men are pretty much undefeated. And I like what Keanu said to Harlem, like, you're the only thing standing in my way. And it got real tense. It got real heated. And Stevie Turner had to step in. But, however, before this face-off was finished, Stevie would announce that both of these men will have a match next week. They both said sure. But it wouldn't be a one-on-one match. It would be in a tag team match. And they're going to go in a tag team match next week. It will be Harlem and Keanu teaming up. And they'll go one-on-one versus Swipe Right. Now, that is going to be a good one. I can't wait to how this is going to go. Will these men be able to coexist teaming up? Because Swipe Right, we know they're definitely a hot team. But this will be next Wednesday. Now, we had the VIP lounge. This was Justin Drake after his loss. He's sitting there with the rest of the Vanity Project. That VIP lounge is very popular on Evolve. I got to say that. It's always sewn up in there, always full. Now, not only was Vanity Right in the VIP lounge, we also had Drake Knox there. We know Drake Knox is not fond of the Vanity Project. He made it clear he can't stand that whole stable. But he was there as well. He was sitting there chilling out. He was just looking around, being aware of his surroundings and everything. But that was the whole VIP lounge. Now later on, we would get a match. The next match of the night, it will be Carlee Bright. Carlee Bright comes out. She comes out with her friend, which is Kendall Gray. Her and Kendall Gray came out. She had her company to the ring, hugging her and everything, because they said that Carlee Bright considers She considers her Kendall Gray her best friend and everything of such. Now, she will go one-on-one against Kalyx. Kalyx is a.k.a. the referee, Jessica Carr. Spoke about that before. She had one match already. Oh, well, actually, yeah, she had a tag team match. I think this is her first singles match, I believe. Maybe second or third match, I can't remember, but she came out and these two had a match. Now, this match here wasn't my most favorite match. It was okay. But this is why they're here on Evolve. Some stuff that Kalyx and Kylie Rae need to work on. Their timing was a little bit off on this match. Some things they still need to work on. But I do like how they put both personalities in there. Kayla's got the more strong powerhouse style. But, Kalyx was dominating Carlee throughout the match. She was shutting her down. She was doing her thing with her. I will give her that. She was definitely giving her that work at some points within the match. So I like that part in the match, but you could tell that it was just a kind of a lackluster thing. But I will say the finish was good, and a shocking win in a roll-up. It was Carlee Rae that defeated Kalyx in this match. Kalyx was hot about it. Not too cool about how she lost this match. I do like how Carlee Rae, defied the odds and won. She was celebrating. She was happy. She went off in the ring. She had Kendall Gray raise her hand. So this is a big win for Carlee Rae. I don't know what's going to happen next, who her next opponent will be, because I'm pretty sure we'll see in the next upcoming weeks because they have to rotate the women and men on the roster. But like I said, good win for her. I think this is Kalyx's first singles loss, I believe. But very, very good, though. But let's go on to the main event of the show. The main event of the night will be Bryce Donovan. Bryce Donovan comes out. He looks like a Drew McIntyre. That's the kind of look he has. He has the Drew McIntyre look. I'll call him Drew McIntyre of Evolve. But he came out first, and he going one-on-one against the veteran, Timothy Thatcher. So Timothy Thatcher, he also came out, and he looked like he needs to win because he did lose last time. He lost against Superstar Legacy. I know he's looking to rebound off that because even though he's a veteran, he can't keep losing like that. So he's looking forward to get a win against Bryce Donovan. Now, this was a good face-off before the match started. It showed the tension between these two men, the build-up and everything. These men looked like they wanted to rip each other from limb to limb. That's how it looked, but it was very good. Two big, strong guys, two guys going at it. Technique, strength, all of that. That's what we saw in this match here. We'll say it was very good how this was built up. But this match was very solid. I saw a lot of good work, a lot of good offense from Bryce. Bryce did well. Timothy kept up. For a guy's age, he's still keeping up with the younger guys. I think Thatcher is in his 42, I want to say. But it was a very good match. I will say it was a good way to main event Evolve. But at the end of the day, Bryce Donovan, he's part of Vanity. He's one of the big guys that got his shining light. He ended up defeating Timothy Thatcher 1, 2, 3. So this was good. I know Vanity Project came out. They was all showboating in the ring. And Bryce Donovan just sitting there being a powerhouse. But this was a good match to close out Evolve. Now let me go over the rating of the show. My rating of the show this week for Evolve, 3.5 out of 5. I didn't like like I said, Carlee Rae, Kalyx so much. I thought the first match of the show was okay. It was solid, good way to kick off the show. It's just something, the VIP lounge, I expect more things to happen, but it was okay show. I don't expect too much out of it. But other than that, that's all I have for WWE EVOLVE 2025 Week 8 recap. We're going over the review of the show. I can't wait to see what they're going to do next week. We do have Kylie Rae versus Wendy Choo. We got a tag team next week. I'm just looking for, I put another reason I gave that rate was also because of, I want Steve to make that announcement, but you guys let me know what you think of Evolve. Check out the content here at Red Carpet Ring. Until then, guys, you already know what it is. It's OUT.